Hey, and welcome back to episode 2 of Gothic 1. So, when we left off, we had just narrowly avoided getting murdered by a bunch of scavengers, which are basically giant turkeys. We're going to continue on our path to Diego in the old camp, but first we're going to kill some mole rats and loot some important artifacts that are going to become important later on. Alright. Let's leave this dude away. Alright. One down, two to go. Alright. We have 47 meat now. That's quite a lot. I think we can sell each of them for 7. So it's going to be quite a bit of ore for the early game. Within like a few episodes, not even, we're going to have more ore. We're going to have more stuff than there is ore to trade it for. We're basically going to have a majority stake in the entire universe. As far as this game's economy goes, we're going to be able to completely break it. Even though we're not running any exploits or anything. We're going to pick all this stuff up. Because there's a quest for it that we're going to be able to do. That lizard is not something we want to mess with right now. We're going to focus on these two. We have the elevation advantage here. Alright. You know, I think we have enough to head into the camp now.
Hey, you! I don't think I've seen you here before.
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is pretty dangerous. You're only safe inside a camp.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. There must be something about that story after all.
It's the same story every time.
I doubt that's ever.
Sorry, that's sucked. Right.
There must be something about that story after all.
I'm not listening to all the blather.
It was a
So, here is the
Let's talk
pan
about something else
that
instead.
we are going to break this economy with. We simply interact with it, and then press W or up, and then again. It doesn't matter how long we do this for, 1 second will give us a fully cooked piece of meat, which then we can sell.
As long as I'm not involved.
I better keep out.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
You're very probably right.
Yes,
Oh, right. It took a little bit.
That's really not my problem.
Oh yeah, so this dude, he's supposed to have some dialogue when the game doesn't decide to be buggy, and he wants to take us to the new camp. We're currently in the old camp. I think his name is Mordrake.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
He only has 11 ore, but you better believe we're going to take that 11 ore. 55 grilled meats.
Don't blather so much. Yeah.
We'll give him 2 of those, a bucket, and a torch. And like that, we have 11 ore.
Maybe, but who cares?
There's a gentleman over here named Fisk, and another one named Dexter, who have quite a lot more ore to trade. Let's talk to
Hey,
Dexter
you!
first.
I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
We'll tell him that we want to join the camp.
It was
He'll give
obvious
us a
that there would
quest
be
that
trouble.
we'll
I
do.
want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. Show me your goods.
I got the best.
Alright, so this is literally weed that we're buying off of him. We should be able to afford to trade all of the ore that this guy has and one of each type of weed. And they'll basically give us boosts to mana, experience, but only the first time that we smoke them, so we only need to get one of each type. And let's see how much we can trade him. We're going to trade him all of our weapons. It's not a big deal that we don't have any weapons after we trade him, because we're going to be able to make something that's better than everything that we currently have. And yes, I said make, which is going to be considerably cheaper than buying it, and considerably easier than trying to loot it. So this is the amulet that we pulled off of the dead guard we found in that cave with the mole rats. As you can see, it's going to give us a little boost to protection against weapons. We're going to hold on to that for the moment, because we need everything that we can possibly get right now. We're going to smoke the stuff that we bought off of him. That's +2 to max mana. +10 experience, we'll take it. 5 experience, we'll take it.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
We'll come back to this guy.
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
So this guy's from the sect camp, and they believe in a god called the Sleeper, who they believe is going to free them from the prison of the colony.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions. But now, it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our Brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
We'll come back to him. Right now, what we want to do is talk to Diego. Yeah, Diego's the guy who we talked to at the very beginning of the game.
New here, are ya? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
So, that is the amulet that we found earlier. But we're not going to turn that in yet, because it's much more valuable to us around our neck than it is in that dude's possession.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
Yeah, so...
Take care.
And, right now, if we were to try to walk out, it would literally just kill us in one shot. But in a little bit, it's kind of funny, you actually can walk right through the barrier to the other side.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
And then you just reach the end of the map.
Take care.
So I think we have to talk to Thoris over here to progress with Diego.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego. Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. Any newcomer who wants to get anywhere needs a patron. That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. He'll test you, and if you fail, you're his responsibility. That's the law around here.
There must be something you want done.
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit above you, kid. You just stick to the tasks your patron sets for you.
I'm quite capable of doing anything you tell me to.
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? There is one thing that only someone who's not with Gomez can see to. But I'm warning you, you blow this and you'll be in mighty big trouble.
I'm ready for your task.
What I'm about to tell you is between you and me, and nobody else must ever hear about it. Understood?
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. His name's Mordrag. He's been stealing from the ore barons. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy has the nerve to come to our camp and sell our stolen goods to our boys. He's gone too far. But he knows I can't do anything about it.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of the mages.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem.
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, one of the shadows tried to stab the High Magician of the Circle of Fire while he was sleeping. They found him later in the Outer Ring. In fact, he was scattered all over the Outer Ring.
Why do the mages protect that Mordrag?
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the mages over in the new camp. They often send gophers back and forth. They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw one of their gophers out of the camp or have him killed.
What about me? What do you think the mages will do to me?
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do. That's why it's vital that you keep your mouth shut.
Where can I find?
You'll find him at the south gate on the other side of the castle, just beyond the entrance. The bastard wouldn't dare come any further into the camp.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, so the mages that we need to deliver that letter to are right over there in that building. And if we try to go in, these guys will kill us. But there's a trick. We're not really going to use it. Besides to get around a couple of the game's bugs and shitty mechanics. But what you can do, draw your weapon.
Hold it!
What's up?
You can't go in the castle. Beat it!
And with our weapon drawn, we can walk right inside. They won't stop us.
If you think...
Not less to watch what you tell people.
Yeah, there was a time when things were live.
We are not supposed to be in here at this stage of the game. There's way too much stuff that we can do. To get out, we just do the same thing. Draw our weapon.
There must be something about that story after all.
Put the weapon.
They tell us to put the weapon down. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna get ourselves a better weapon.
Keep it to yourself. There was a time when things were done very differently.
It looks as if you...
Nobody ain't... But that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
Alright, so there's an exploit where you can just keep on making
That's ever likely to change.
blades from the raw steel and then trading them back to this dude, and his inventory will keep automatically refreshing.
If you think
And using that exploit, you can basically
there must be something
get
about
infinite
that
money.
story after all.
We're not going to do that because I don't want to cheese,
It was
the
obvious
game.
that there would be trouble ahead.
But we are going to make one of these blades just so we have something that's better than what we have.
Same old story every time.
We're going to have to trade some stuff for it, though.
The worst shit. Some people never learn.
Apple.
Maybe, but who cares?
Here.
There was a time when things would have gotten very different. Maybe.
Alright. Now we go over here. There's that. And like that, we have ourselves a crude sword.
There must be something.
Now we're short 10 strength points to use it, but Diego can help us.
Blathering anymore.
We can actually go over here and get a small upgrade to our weapon skills real quick.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Alright.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
That's a good decision. Before you can improve your technique, you'll have to learn how to hold the weapon right. Beginners often tend to hold one-handed weapons with both hands. Now, don't even start getting into that habit. It'll do you no good. Hold the weapon with one hand, blade up, and keep swinging it. You have to learn to harmonize your weapon's swing with your own movements. That'll make you faster in the attack. If you keep in mind what I've taught you, your fights will be more elegant and a lot faster in future. Oh yeah, one more thing. Some hits cause more damage than others. As a beginner, you don't stand much of a chance making critical hits. But the further you progress, the better you get.
Alright, so now we have...
Let me pass.
Level 1. Oh wait. There's one more thing. That dude standing over there will give us a quest where we can get some free food.
That's how it goes.
But we need to kill these things over here. Alright. While we are here,
I thought that had been carried up ages ago.
we're gonna run in here and sleep for a little bit on this bed.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
I thought that had been.
That's really not my problem. There was a time when things. That's really not my different.
I'm not involved. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
As long as I'm not involved.
Hang as long as I'm not. Better not go rushing into anything.
Say, but keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Better keep on it.
As long as I'm not involved.
No, I better keep on it.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
But keep it to yourself.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
I wouldn't like to be an issue.
Alright.
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
That's all the skill points that we have.
Take care.
Must be something about that story after all.
So now we should be able to equip this crude sword, and we have the ability to wield it correctly.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
184.
Hang on, better not go
So this weapon should be twice as strong as the weapon that we were using previously.
Thought that'd be
And we should be able to swing it harder.
Rely on somebody and you're in
So we'll go out, we'll kill a couple more things, and when we return to the old camp, we'll be able to buy some cheap armor, and hopefully level up our strength a little bit more. We still have to be pretty careful about what we choose to pick fights with. Yeah, we're just literally robbing these people. Probably don't want to mess with the blood flies yet. Yeah, at our level, the blood flies can still do a lot of damage. And the other reason we don't want to mess with them right now is because they actually have a special thing that we can harvest from them. But we need to be able to find the book that allows us to do that. So you saw from that fight right there that we're able to swing the sword a lot faster. It's a lot easier to chain attacks. And we are hitting for a lot more damage. You still have to be extremely careful about what you're choosing, because although our ability to deal damage has gone up drastically, we still only have like, 64 life points. It's not a whole lot as far as this game is concerned. There's a whole bunch of wolves and everything in there that would absolutely stomp us. And wolves, for the most part, attack in packs when you attack one of them, even if you lure it away. So that's something we definitely want to get at least a little armor for before we go in there. Able to tank hits from them quite a lot better now that we have that amulet and a little more HP from leveling up. Yeah, those are wolves over there. And wolves will actually come over and steal your kill. Like, after you kill the thing, they'll run over and start eating the body. That is a wolf right there. You know what? I'm gonna save. We're gonna try and take it out. We'll lose that fur. Yeah, we'll lose that fur if we try. We'll just go around. It's your lucky day, Wolf. You get to live. There is such a narrow path that we have to walk in all this. If you didn't know all this stuff beforehand, you'd be completely screwed. There's a lot of dying. Those mole rats are chasing something. That is a shadow beast. We have to run. The Shadow Beast is one of the strongest things in this game. Did we aggro it? We didn't aggro it. Okay, we're good. Yeah, the Shadow Beast is something that you don't want to fuck with until you have, like, literal mid-game armor at the very least. And even then, you better get lucky. Because if it hits you and stun locks you, you're dead. We got a critical there. Alright, so that's it for this episode right here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you join me on the next episode as we go around, kill more stuff, and maybe check out the sect camp, which is right over there. Alright, thank you guys so much.